Our first full day in LA, guys. Fit check. We've never taken a trip, just us, without the kids before, so this was really cool. I also thought it was awesome when I found this Amazon grocery store. They had everything. And the funniest part was, the buggy stopped moving. There it is. Since I was a kid, I've always been obsessed with LA and Hollywood. The first place we ate after landing was the chopped cheese. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And apparently, this bus had been burglarized and was on the news. I guess everybody saw it. I recorded it just because I thought there was a movie being recorded. There's the El Royale, and it took my breath away when I finally got to see the Hollywood sign, you guys, in person. It was amazing. Seeing Hollywood in real life was honestly a dream come true. Capitol Records. It reminds me a lot of Chattanooga, where I'm from. Now, today we decided to do the Walk of Fame. I saw a few people that I loved, and of course, the whole reason I came here, Marilyn Monroe. My idol, my queen. I just love her so much. Look how big his foot was, and grr. There she is. I nearly cried when I finally found this, you guys. Her cute little shoe prints and her hands, they were literally almost the same size as mine. I'll cherish this memory always. The city was so gorgeous, and I guess it never rains here, so fires are pretty common. After a day of sightseeing, we came back to the bungalow for a nice evening in. You know, as parents, we never spend that time together alone. Like, it's much needed, and I do recommend doing trips like this if you're married and have kids. Like, it's okay to be selfish. But we came back, and I'm on this trip with the man of my dreams, in the place of my dreams, and he starts cooking this amazing meal for us the very first night. It was so beautiful. Look at those vegetables. We went to La La Land and actually got some souvenirs. These are for my son. This one's for me. I love the Hollywood, everything Hollywood. John, me. And then I noticed this, you guys. Because life is a beautiful thing, there's so much to smile about. Marilyn Monroe, what a beautiful way to end the day. Day 2 in LA, fit check. Today is spooky day. We're going to Universal Studios of Hollywood, the Halloween Horror Nights. I am so stoked. I haven't been to Universal in years, and John's actually never been. We felt like little kids, like our faces stayed lit up the whole time. We got there right in time for opening gates, and what was so cool is to see how everything looked like you were thrown right into a movie. Like instantly thrown into the terror. There was no escaping their scares. They caught you. As soon as you came by, these people caught you. It was crazy. Now, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but this place was freaking awesome. Like, everything was so... Is that a real castle? Seriously, I never could figure that out. I'm curious. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. Now, this Ghostbusters Frozen Empire haunted attraction was the first one we went to. It was way more than what I expected. So realistic, and like could not believe my eyes in some of it, honestly. I'm like, am I in a movie or is this literally a haunted attraction? John was so ready for Insidious. The next one, it was so dark and so scary. It made me need to hydrate. If you love to be scared, this was the place to be. Like, everywhere you turned, there was a new place to be scared. Even in Springfield, The Simpsons. It was literally like the show. I was stunned. Everywhere you went, it was like another movie, another show. I could not wait to go to A Quiet Place. I heard this was one of the best ones. And we did get the express passes, which makes a huge difference on lines. We actually got to go through every haunted attraction. We even had time to go to the shops and check out these props they had. Chucky, I love Chucky. I know my son was super excited to see this. We both love Tiffany. Like, she's honestly our favorite. And we had to get souvenirs, so I did end up getting my son a shirt. And we actually got t-shirts because it was so freaking hot. Now, the Texas Chainsaw one, I ended up getting the whole scare for my son just so he could watch it later at home, and he loved it. And I had rode this Jurassic Park ride when it was just Jurassic Park, and it wasn't quite this awesome. This is kind of the same at the end. Now it's, I guess, Jurassic World, and we did not expect to get this wet. So we went from hot to freezing instantly. And as soon as we got back, I could not wait to try that $10 Simpsons donut. The pink one was amazing. I don't know what they put on the icing. Like, the Oreo one was good, but that pink one, oh, chef's kiss. Never tasted anything so good, I swear. But if you're like me and you are just love everything scary, going to the Universal Halloween Horror Nights is a must. It was definitely the most perfect spooky day ever. We really got into doing these fit checks for you guys. Day 3 in LA. We're going horseback riding today to see the Hollywood sign. I'm so excited. Who's ready? So we started with lunch at Belle's Beach House on Venice Beach. I love the atmosphere there, and we actually came there for the sushi, which was really, really good. And we've never had poke salad, and we had that, and we didn't like it. Apparently the salmon's raw. Gross. After lunch, we took a stroll down the Venice Beach boardwalk. There are so many small businesses here. It was really cool to be like right on the beach and to see all this happening. The old artwork and the sculptures, I have to say, were definitely my favorite part. The detail and the emotion, just, I could feel it. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's go to the Hollywood sign, you guys. That's where we're going to ride horses. We booked our horse tour with Sunset Ranch. To see a horse farm in these hills was so cool. You can actually find them online at Sunset Ranch Hollywood Horse Tours. I've personally never rode a horse before, so I was like super nervous, but also very excited. We got to hang out with all the animals on the ranch while waiting to start our tour. The horses were all so beautiful and healthy, living their little best lives in the hills of Hollywood. John was so terrified of all the chickens on this farm. It was hilarious. I decided to go around and introduce myself to all the animals. They were so precious and so gentle. Like, it really shocked me. I've never been that close to horses before, and they were so precious. This guy right here was so sweet. Him just wanted some lovin's. To see such a powerful creature be so gentle really was shocking to me. And I gotta say, like, this next guy is my absolute favorite. I loved him so much. I have to say he's the most beautiful of them all and so sweet. He just wanted all the attention and the lovin's. Just look at those eyes. He's so beautiful. Look at that. I just loved him. He was so sweet. At this point, I'm starting to get a little nervous. It's almost time to go. I'm standing here looking over all the names. I think these are all the horses because I see John's and I see mine on there. But helmet's on and it's time to ride, guys. Now, our guide, Carly, was absolutely amazing and so patient with our goofy asses. John's rode before, and so he made this look kind of easy. He rode on Zeus, the name of his horse was Zeus, who turned out to be quite the diva, let me tell you. Now it's my turn. I made it on. My horse's name was Dexter. He was such a good boy. He followed direction very well. I was quite terrified to say the least, but Zeus was ready to go, and my horse is just kind of chilling. To be sitting up so high, I was terrified. Like, John's over there like, let's go. Zeus is so ready to go. Dexter's just kind of like, I got the goober on my back. The trails in Griffith Park are so beautiful. Like, I hike mountains here in Tennessee, and nothing compared to the views in California. It was so beautiful, breathtaking. I liked how the horses walked on the edges of the cliff, but I was like super nervous we were going to fall. But I guess that's how they do it. Now, Dexter did so good following Zeus. I didn't even have to do that much. I love how our guide Carly offered to take vids and pics for us. She made things so much better and told us everything we needed to know about LA and Griffith Park. A special thanks to Sunset Ranch for this tour. It was absolutely beautiful. It made for such a perfect way to see the Hollywood sign. Very magical. I definitely recommend it. Another day in paradise. Day 4 in LA. We decided to go with comfy and cute today. Now, I've been told Venice Beach is not the place to go, but I personally loved the atmosphere there. It was like drawing me back, I swear. It just made me come back again. I feel like everyone there was so friendly and accepting of each other. Even John and I, like, we don't show PDA ever, but here we got to hold hands in public. It was so nice to walk the beach holding the hand of the man I love the most. We showed our support to these small businesses and got us a boba drink. It was so good. I've also heard the beach here is gross, but it honestly looked the same as Malibu. Next up, we decided to go to Santa Monica Pier. It was absolutely freezing that day, but I wanted to check it out anyway. It was so cool to run into one of y'all here. Like, to get recognized in LA, it made my day so much. I love it when you guys come up to me. The beach here had a beautiful view of the coast. Like, I love how the pier opened up right down onto the beach. And apparently during September, it's really cold here, so I wasn't getting into the water. I feel like there was a cartoon based here. I may be wrong. Next up, we go to Beverly Hills. I really wanted to check out the Beverly Center. You know I had to go check out the mall. It was so big. Like, I'm from Chattanooga. We got a huge mall here, but we definitely don't have a parking garage. Like, every place here had a parking garage for, like, their businesses. It was crazy. You may be used to that. That was just weird to me. Of course, I had to check out all of my favorite stores. They had them all. Like, here in Chattanooga, we don't have the stores like that. If I want to go to a mall like this, I have to go to Atlanta, which is like an hour and a half away. They even have like Louis Vuitton, everything right there. I was just so shocked. So one day I'll be back for you, Louis Vuitton. This trip wasn't it, but I will come back for you. I just think it's really weird that like the mall wasn't busy at all. Our malls are always popping, but we don't have like the $1,000 stores like that either. There's my bestie Coach, and of course they have an Apple store. I also thought it was strange. There was like no good food places at this mall. Like if you're local and I missed out, you have to let me know because we were starving at this point. And the only place we knew to go was Universal City Walk. I loved it there. It was so beautiful at night. But I've never been to Margaritaville, and I gotta say, they did not disappoint. But we wanted dessert, so we found this local place called Somi Somi. It was so amazing. Made for a perfect way to end a perfect day in LA. Our last day in LA. I gotta say, I was a little bloated. I did cheat on my diet, but we had to dress nice today. You know, loafers, slacks, matching jackets, whatever. And I finally worked up the courage to go back to Coach, but I did find an outlet Coach at the Citadel Outlets. It was perfect. Found me a little 70% off bag in the window. It was a must-have. Coolest Coach I've ever seen, to be honest. I'm always a fan of outlets, and I must say the Citadel Outlets had them all. And it turned out to be such a beautiful day that we actually decided to go up to the Lake Hollywood Park and see the Hollywood sign. Apparently, this is literally just a place people go to get pictures with the Hollywood sign. Like, that's all you're doing there. And it was so cool. It was almost like you could hold it in your hand, and it did turn out for perfect pictures. It was really cool to, like, see all the different types of people. Everyone was there to see the same thing. It's always been a dream of mine to go to Hollywood and see the Hollywood sign. This truly was a dream come true. I'm going to miss it so much. But we also decided to go out to Rodeo Drive. Okay, I've never been down Rodeo Drive. I wasn't planning on spending a lot of money there, but we decided, hey, we're on Rodeo Drive, let's go to lunch. So we were like trying to find a cute little place for lunch as we walked by all of these amazing stores, you guys. It was so beautiful. Like Harry Winston, I swear I will be back for one of those diamonds one day. I promise you that. And Louis girl, I will be back for you as well. Now, while strolling around in the 90210 area code, we didn't really do our research, but we were hungry, so we found the cutest little place for lunch. Turns out, if a menu does not have price tags, you probably can't afford it. I'm just saying. Was it good? It was good. Was it worth the price of a car? No. No, it wasn't. I must say the day was beautiful, so we ended up going back to the pier. I really wanted to check out the pier to be able to see the sunset and take in all the views. I talked John into getting onto the Ferris wheel, which it was freezing, but it was beautiful. And the beach there, Santa Monica Beach, you guys. I have seen so many sunsets in my lifetime, but this is top charts right here. Like, to be able to walk on it. Okay, so the water was cold, but look at the view. It was so beautiful. I really just took this time to reflect and appreciate how far John and I have come together. If you guys have followed us, you know we've been up, down, and all around, but to end up here was like a dream come true. We spent our last night on the Walk of Fame. It was so beautiful, different atmosphere at night. I really hope you all enjoyed coming along this trip with us. It was a dream come true. I will be back, LA, and Netflix, give me a call, girl. I'm waiting. Goodbye for now, my beautiful, precious Hollywood, but I'll see you soon.